Live. So just about set now on the hill here today. Matthew Boyd. What do you have on him, Siggy?
He has a great ability to command a game, Boog, but in order for that to happen today, he's got to limit damage, make smart pitches, and avoid big innings. If he were a golfer, we'd say he needs to avoid any double bogeys out there, and if he does, his scorecard is going to look pretty good at the end of the day.
Swing and a foul straight back. Hit on the ground to the right side. Steps on first for the out. Time now for Dave Roberts' lineup for the Los Angeles Dodgers. And this is an offense with a ton of pop, top to bottom, Singy.
Yeah, well, some players will say that home runs are mistakes. They were just a little too quick. Not this club. They're looking to hit the ball over the fence. Not any speedsters in this lineup. Not players that were looking to run around the bases. They're looking to jog. And I expect to see that kind of approach in this one.
2 down. 2 out, space is empty. And here's the veteran outfielder, Luis Gonzalez. Fought off foul. Boyd, 34-year-old vet, and he was a 6th-round draft pick back in 2013. Foul ball, still 0-2. 2 out, space is empty.
Ball.
That one down the line, and it goes just foul.
That's a ball.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
2 down, nobody on. Hard ground ball, base knock. Shohei Ohtani up to the dish. Swing and a miss. There's the slider. 0-1. Ball 1 there.
No, he's really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity. Try to get a rollover, something on the ground. Stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
In the air, out towards left center, and that'll do it. Back here in Philadelphia, starting on the mound in this one, Fernando Valenzuela.
Well, he's very unique for one clear reason, Boog, and that's because he throws a screwball, a legit screwball. It's not just a 2-seam fastball that has run. And pretty much no one throws a true screwball in this game anymore, but he does, and he actually can be really effective with the pitch. It kind of breaks like a slider, but it moves to the pitcher's arm side instead of the glove side. You know, I'm really excited to see it in action because I've heard it is devastating.
In the dirt, now 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. Had him out front for the strikeout.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way, so credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly he had him fooled.
Stephen Kwan stands in now and watches strike 1. On the ground to third. Fires across the diamond. And the home first moving along quickly today. 2 gone. Time now for the Chicago Cubs lineup. They're dealing with a top-level arm on the mound, so this figures to be a tough matchup for them. What's the key to the offense today, Singy?
Oh, Boog, I think when you got a guy that's this talented on the mound, you got to find ways to disrupt his rhythm, make him uncomfortable a little bit. The guys that can handle the bat and perhaps, bunt for a base hit, get him moving off the mound. If you're in the box and he seems to be just in a flow, step out, mess up his timing, somehow try to get in his head a little bit. And then when he does come in the zone, you may only get one pitch. You better not miss it.
Swing and a foul out of play. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. And Singy, as a team, you need to make the most of the very few opportunities he's going to give you, right?
Absolutely. And if you don't get to guys like this a lot of times early, once they really settle in, it's going to be the later innings that they hand that ball over to a reliever if they do at all.
Hernandez in position, makes the grab, and that's the inning. Here at Shibe Park, second inning set to go. And here is Brooks Robinson. That's to third. Birdie fires over to first. One out in the second. Bryce Harper to the plate. Swings and misses. And it's 0-1.
This guy's usually not one to chase pitches off the plate, but he did there. We'll see if he can tighten up his zone a little bit.
Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
Swings and he pops it up near the pitcher's mound. Horner. And it's caught for the out.
Batting 7.
2 down, base is empty. And up next for Los Angeles, Dick Allen. Slice down the right side. Hit hard to the ground and up the middle, base hit. And that keeps the inning going. Will Smith to the plate. Next offering, pop foul off to the right out of play. Here comes the 0-1. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
No ball.
Second inning here.
Strikes.
No score. Outside with a breaking ball. And he chases that one. Third out, and that ends the frame. And we're back. Bottom half of inning number 2. Now the Cubs 4-hole hitter, Billy Williams. Late swing, foul to the left. Williams with a homer in his last game. Valenzuela winds and deals. And ball 1. The 1-1 is fouled off. The wind and the pitch. Off the mark there. It's 2-2.
Well, he might have to look for a different put away pitch right here, 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times in this at bat, so might have it timed up and ready for it.
Swings and misses. Now 1 away. Here's the veteran second baseman. Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball. 1 out, base is empty. Way out front for strike 2.
0-2.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. Off to a strong start, Singy, as he's punched out 3 of the first 5 he's faced.
Well, he's definitely minimizing contact. He can get the swing and miss when he needs it, but he'll also keep the defense fresh behind him, allowing some balls in play as well.
And it finds its way through for a hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive. Seiya Suzuki will hit next. And takes low for ball 1. Got it started a little too early. Strike one.
One strike.
That misses. 2-1. The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. There's a ball. Throw to second. Out. And that'll end the inning. Well, here we go. Top of the third. Scoreless game. Here's Teoscar Hernandez. Boyd back to work. And the pitch is outside. Ball one. Next pitch in for a strike. And 1-1. Just missed.
Nasty backdoor slider. There's really nothing you can do with that if you swing at it. So that's a good take by him.
Ripped to first. Caught.
That'll drive you crazy as a hitter if you let it. I mean, he couldn't have hit that ball more on the screws than he did, and yet he's got nothing to show for it. Hang with him. I know the feeling.
Swing and a line drive. That's a base hit into center field. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
Hitting is really easy for some guys. One thing that I can see already, his bat stays in the zone on plane for an extended period of time. And guys like that, they have a high contact.
Lays out, but he can't squeeze it to first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe. First and second, one out. Luis Gonzalez steps to the plate for the Dodgers. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Ripped into center, base hit. Coming home. He will score. The Dodgers have the lead. To third, not in time. And it's runners at the corners with one gone. Here's Shohei Ohtani. Fly to center his first time. He's 0 for 1. And that one hammered. That's back. That one is gone. He'll touch them all. It's 4-0. He only needed one swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off.
Yeah, the batter now, Brooks Robinson. There's a strike.
Well, a really rough inning out there on the mound. And this is one of those where you learn a lot about a guy's toughness and his ability.
Dives, but it kicks off his glove. Still able to get it there in time. So a tough play, but they do get out number 2. Here comes Bryce Harper. He popped out his first time. High fly ball out to left field. And that's the third out. But 4 runs score in the inning. 3 coming right. And welcome back to the ballpark. Set for the bottom of the third. Now it's the DH, Seiya Suzuki. Just missed.
Well, here's a fun fact for you, Boog. Suzuki is the first Japanese-born player to homer in 3 consecutive plate appearances in the majors. Feel free to use that note in your next Cubs broadcast, buddy.
The other way, Harper. And he takes it himself for the out. And now the batter is Carson Kelly. Popped up. Betts. 2 away now.
That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate. Had pretty good timing on it. Just got underneath it a little bit and popped it up.
John Birdie now in the box. Comes up empty with a swing there.
One strike.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
He's in a great spot right here. Ahead in the count 0-2. All 4 pitches in play right here, partner.
Swings and misses. Struck him out. Cubs are down quietly. They're down 4-0. Welcome back, and now on the mound to start the 4th, Ben Brown.
Still pretty early in the ball game, so this bullpen has some work ahead of them. Best case scenario might be if he can come in here and get several quick outs, kind of bridge the gap that starter left for him.
Movement in the Cubs bullpen. Keegan Thompson up and throwing for manager Craig Counsell. Miller also throwing. That one is upstairs.
Well, usually a high level of confidence when you're facing a young pitcher out there on the mound. In this situation, ahead 2-0, he's put himself in a really good spot.
2-1.
High fly ball out to center field. Kwan sizes this one up, makes the catch for the out. And up to the plate is Will Smith. He was a strikeout victim his first time. Fly ball center field. Kwan corrals it, and there's 2 away. 2 outs, base is empty. Here's the center fielder, Teoscar Hernandez. 0 for 1 so far. The bit behind with that swing. It's strike 1.
I guess you throw it that hard, you can get away with locations like that right down the middle. But I still think it's a dangerous pitch. Don't want to do it again.
That one missed. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Swing and a miss. Curveball in the dirt. Kelly to first. And it's in time for the 3rd out. So that'll end. Back here in Philadelphia. Bottom of the 4th. So here's Horner now. He swings and misses at the first pitch. 0-1. Horner, a former Gold Glove winner, 27 years old, usually a second baseman, but today starting at shortstop.
Well, some people think this is no big deal, but I think when you consider the longer throw, the fact that you've got to be able to cover up the middle to your left, it's a big adjustment for him.
Yeah, the 2-1 hammered but foul. Fights it off. He'll see another. Outside low, and it's 3-2.
Expect for that guy to come right at you with a fastball, something in the zone, because he does not want to allow the leadoff ball.
Drilled out towards left center field. He won't get there. That should be extra bases, and that's a leadoff double.
Showed a lot of fight with 2 strikes in that AB. Fastball pretty much middle, and that's what you fall asleep dreaming about as a hitter. So no surprise he put a great swing on it. Could be a chance here for them to start clawing back into this ball game.
And the batter now, Stephen Kwan. Pop foul out of play off to the right. Now the 0-1. And it's fouled away.
Well, here's a good opportunity in this inning to get on the scoreboard after that leadoff hit, and hardly order coming up right behind them. This is where they need to get going.
This one in the dirt. Line drive, makes the catch, and there's one gone.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
Greenberg in the box now. No balls and a strike. That one finds the zone. That is strike 2.
0-2.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. Smith gathers, throws to first, gets the out, 2 down after the strikeout.
Well, clearly just anxious right there, and understandably so. In an 0-2 count, you feel like you've got a lot of plate to cover, and you don't want to strike out, and you end up striking out. That's just one of those pitches where it's not over the plate, but because you committed to it as it was leaving his hand, by the time you realized it wasn't going to be in the zone, it's too late to hold up your swing.
2 outs. That one lifted to left. Makes the grab, and that is the 3rd out of the inning.
Pitching for
We're
the
back,
CUBS,
and there's a new arm on the mound to start the 5th. Caleb Killian.
They know that he can get a right-hander out, but he's in position to face a couple of lefties this inning.
Back to the top of the Dodgers order. Here's Mookie to hit. There's the swing and a miss.
0-1.
Base hit. That was smoked through the infield. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Couple of hits in a row for him here. Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep.
Here's Kyle Tucker. First pitch doesn't find the zone. So now here's Kyle Tucker. Tucker, former 5th overall pick in the 2015 draft by the Astros. This guy's turned into a whale of a player. Runner at first with no outs here. Right through there for a strike. Tucker hits for power. He's got 30 homer power, but the strikeout rate is under 20%. Fouls one off. 2-2. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Runner stops at second, and the first two reach to start the inning. First and second, no outs. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Luis Gonzalez.
RBI knock for him last time. Now a chance to drive in another run.
That one fouled off. First and second, no outs. And we're at the top of the 5th. Swing and a ball hammered left field. And out of here. He muscles that one out the opposite way. It's 7-0.
How in the world did he manage to hit that one out? It wasn't even in the strike zone.
Jordan Wicks gets the call from the pen. Shohei Ohtani, the next to hit. He's already homered here in this one. And that is out of play. And strike two.
Well, he just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
Swings and misses at the breaking ball in the dirt. Kelly to first. In time to get him. One away on the strikeout. Brooks Robinson steps to the plate for the Dodgers. This to third, slides for the stop, throw to first, and that's a great play for the out.
Well, Boog, as an infielder, you have to be ready for anything. In that spot, it required going to the ground, getting a little dirty, and making a strong throw for the out. Great play.
Harper up to hit for the 3rd time as he lays off inside ball 1.
High.
Back-to-back fastballs in. That last one called for a strike. Probably go away, but look for him to come back in there to try to finish you off.
Bounce to the right. Handles, throws to first. They don't come much closer than that. Bang, bang play to end the inning. Big 3-run shot. Here at Shibe Park, we head to the bottom of the 5th. Here's the second baseman, number 23. Down and away for ball 1.
Clearly down in this ball game, and you can't look at the deficit and try to get it all back in one swing. It's got to come one at bat at a time, and even shrink it down smaller, pitch to pitch. Make that guy on the mound work to get you out.
Hernandez makes a nice running catch. So up now for Chicago, Andre Dawson. That one pushed foul. And that drops in for a strike. Base is empty, one away. Last half of inning number 5. What a stop. And they get the out.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Suzuki in the box with 2 gone. And takes a look at a called strike.
1 strike.
Swing and a miss as he chases that one darting out of the zone. Struck him out looking. 3 up, 3 down. We're back, and they make a change to start the 6th. The new pitcher, Eli Morgan. Dick Allen steps to the plate for the Dodgers. 1 for 2. Out to short. Horner on the run. Throw to first. Nicely done for the out. The batter now will be Will Smith. 0 for 2 in this one. Swing and a miss. Strike one. The Cubs bullpen with some action. Keegan Thompson up and throwing for manager Craig Counsell. Miller also getting ready. Swing and a ground ball out to short. And they get the out on Smith. And now Teoscar Hernandez. Up the middle, and that one handled. Jump throw on the money. Nice play. So no runs. Valenzuela back to work. There's a strike at the knees. It's 0-1. Late with the swing there.
No balls. 2 strikes.
And down on strikes. And he's up to 7 strikeouts.
Well, he froze him with a great fastball right on the corner. It's kind of like bowling when you think the ball's going to get into the gutter and somehow just hangs onto that edge and knocks down a pin. Well, he got the outside corner of the plate and got that called 3rd strike.
Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field, and that'll fall for a base hit. And that turns the lineup over. Here's Nico Horner. Line drive caught.
Well, baseball can be cruel, can it? I mean, sometimes it gives and sometimes it takes away. He did everything right on that swing, but he's got nothing to show for it.
On the ground, right side. Robinson throws to first in time. That is the welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound. Keegan Thompson.
He's got a wicked break ball in his arsenal, and it's definitely one of his go-to pitches when he needs an out.
Betts, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball 1. That's in there, and it's 1-1.
He must have been looking for something else because he gave up on that pitch a little early. It was right down Main Street. Probably not going to see a better pitch to hit in this at bat.
Swings and misses at the sweeper.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Hit in the air, left field. Quan hauls it in, and there's 1 away. Kyle Tucker, a.k.a. King Tuck, to the plate now. Out towards right center. That's well struck. Tattooed and gone. And King Tuck sends it out of here. It's 8-0. That's their 3rd home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot.
This one in the air. Kelly settles underneath it. 2 away. 2 down, bases empty. Shohei Ohtani steps to the plate for the Dodgers. He's already homered in this game. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. Way back there. Gone. Another homer. His 2nd home run of the game, and they add to the lead. It's 9-0. That's their 4th home run of the game.
They can't stop. And they won't stop hitting home runs in this one, Boo. They're clearly feeding off of each other at the dish.
Tyson Miller into the game. He's into the game with the bases empty. Misses the sweeper. Miller, 29 years old, and they went out and made a trade for him last season. That one blasted deep to right. And it is gone. They go back to back. And they boost their lead. It's 10. Nothing. That's their 5th homer of the game.
Man, they're all getting into the action. It's starting to feel like a home run derby up here. It's so tough to come in as a pinch hitter and have success. I mean, you really have to keep yourself locked into the game and ready at any time. So it's always impressive to me when someone jumps in there and hits it out. It's a huge lift for your ball club as well.
2 gone, bases empty, but 3 runs across here in the top half of inning number 7. And he hits a ground ball right side, and that chance handled in plenty of time to first. That's out number 3. They explode with 3.
Now
staying in the game on defense, Paul O'Neill. He pinch hit in last half and now takes over at first.
Turner. This change for the Dodgers.
And the first offering a fastball
now
for a strike.
First base. Number 3, Justin Turner.
Outside corner, there's a strike.
He doesn't seem to like to pitch up. Hasn't offered on either one of those pitches. 0-2 count now. I think the guy's going to climb the ladder out there.
That one outside. It's a ball and 2 strikes. That one off the bad part of the bat. Just a lazy fly ball. Fair ball. Around first and hustling for second. And he's got a pinch hit double.
Down in the count, battling to stay alive, and just a nice job to put it in play. Kind of just punts it out there the other way. Didn't hit it real hard, but he got just enough of it to dunk it behind the infield. And I tell you what, you'll take those every day you can get them.
Just off the inside edge. Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Here at the bottom of the 7th. Lifted in the air, right field. And he makes the catch. Runner tags at second. And it comes in too late. He's up to third on the fly out with 1 away. So now pinch hitter for the Cubs, Michael Busch, looking to drive in a run with 1 out and a runner at third. Ground ball left side and foul ball.
He's a bad ball hitter, so even if you get him to chase pitches outside.
Dives and he can't hang on. The throw won't get there in time, and a run is in to score.
Well done, drives in the run. That's one of those you classify as just too hot to handle. Hit it on the screws, and it couldn't be fielded cleanly, but you can't really blame the defense in that case.
0-1 now. And that one fouled off. Busch stands at first with 1 out. He goes down looking.
Well, I think that's a case of overthinking right there. He got 3 straight fastballs looking in the 0-2 count just to pour it back.
Suzuki stands in now and watches strike 1. And that's through there for a strike. And the count is 0-2. Comebacker to the mound. Tosses to first. Inning over. Justin Turner getting loose there. He's now in the game at first. Dick Allen steps to the plate for the Dodgers. 1 for 3.
Now playing right field.
Foul ball there.
Pete Crow Armstrong.
Grips one to right, and it stays fair. So the Dodgers going with a pinch hitter, Gabriel Moreno. A runner at first for him, nobody out. Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play. Swing and a miss. Missed that by a mile. 0-2. Right side. Crow Armstrong tracks it down for the out.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved. Extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Yeah, that's fouled off. Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
This is one of those situations the infielders have to pre-plan and understand that the ball's got to be hit extremely hard right at them if they're going to have a chance to go for a double play.
That one not close. Now 1-2. Got him swinging. Here's Mookie now. And first offering is fouled off.
Well, if he's going to steal second, you want him to go early in the count. That way he's not a distraction to the hitter at the plate. Go ahead and get it out of the way so the hitter can focus on the pitch.
Two outs. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Kelly to first. That completes the strikeout, and that'll do it. So remaining in the game defensively, Gabriel Moreno. He takes over behind the plate to do the catching after entering the game as a pinch hitter.
Now playing center.
He swings and fouls one off.
Number 33, James Outman.
And a foul ball. That's to third. Allen. Over to first. Out. One gone to the bottom of the eighth.
The third baseman.
John Birdie at the plate.
John Birdie.
And there's a foul ball. Next pitch is downstairs. In the air, right field. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's two down. Pinch hitter coming on. Kevin Alcantara looking for a two-out spark with the bases empty. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Two down, nobody on. Here, the bottom half of the eighth inning. Swing and a foul. Pushed off to the right. And that will get out of play. This one in the air, center field. Outman pulls that one down, and the inning is over. We're back. It's the top of the ninth, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, number 43.
Now pitching for the
So here's Kyle Tucker now.
Number 43, Luke Little. This change defensively.
And first offering is fouled off.
Now playing shortstop. Number 79, Benjamin Cowles.
Swings and misses at the pitch off the plate. Movement in the Cubs bullpen, Julian Merriweather. Up and throwing for manager Craig Counsell. Brazier getting loose as well. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth. And next for L.A., Luis Gonzalez. Makes the grab, and there's two gone.
Hey, man, 4 pitches, 2 outs. That is an excellent pace.
And next is the designated hitter, Shohei Ohtani. He's got a couple homers already, so can he possibly do it again?
Come on, man. Of course he can. Those 2 he hit were legit, and he looks pretty locked in right now at the dish.
And there's a ball. So a foul ball makes it 1-2.
Some real good life going through the zone on that one.
Battling here as he fouls it away. Fouls it back with 2 strikes.
Now he's desperately looking for that swing and miss. He's going to have to just change speeds a little bit, try to move it around, create just a little bit of illusion at the end.
Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. And the Dodgers are back for the bottom of the 9th, and they'll go with a pinch hitter to get it started. Ian Happ.
Now plenty of work to do on offense, so they're just looking for any kind of spark here.
Swing and a miss. Strike 1. Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike. Next offering is fouled back. Missed with a changeup. 2-2. Got him looking. That's his 9th strikeout so far.
Frustrating end to the at-bat for the hitter, and I'm sure that's going to sit on him for a little while. You want to be ready to hit the fastball. Sometimes you can overthink things, and I think that was the case right there.
That one finds the zone. That's strike 1.
I mean, his pitch efficiency, ability to get ahead in the count, at times pitch to contact, let the defense work behind him. That's why he's still in the game here in the 9th inning.
Base is empty, 1 away. We're in the last half of the 9th inning. That misses the zone, and that's ball 2. You just don't see it that much anymore. A guy being this efficient and getting this deep into the game.
I wonder if he's going to be able to close it out. There's just something about that 9th inning. But being at under 100 pitches, he's still got plenty of fuel left in the tank.
Goes down looking for the strikeout. Now only 1 out remaining.
Up next for the Cubs, the left fielder,
Daniel Schneemann, the next Cub to hit.
Schneemann.
Fastball for a strike. 0-1. Ball 1 there.
Well, it's been a very impressive outing so far. His command has been a big part of it. Even when he misses outside the strike zone.
And a base hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going. Now it's the second baseman, Michael Busch. Swing and a ground ball, and it's through for a hit. So that's 2 straight 2-out hits. And next for the Cubs, Pete Crow Armstrong. Came into the game on defense, so his first trip to the plate here. Hit hard but foul off to the left. Schneemann at second, Busch at first, 2 out of the inning. Not even close there, and it's a ball and a strike. The 1-1 is fouled off.
You could see he was trying to stay back long enough to handle the off-speed pitch, but just a little tardy on the fastball.
Valenzuela is just 1 strike away. Ground ball, and this should do it. Steps on the bag himself. Ball game.
It seemed like from the first pitch